Well, good morning. My name's Kelly Bowman, in case there's any confusion about who I am. I'm here to introduce Project Beacon. I'm the executive director and co-founder. I heard somebody speak yesterday, and she said that Demi Lovato was on the Today Show. I don't normally get to watch the Today Show, but I thought it was interesting what she said. She said Demi told the audience that she no longer asks people how their day is or how are you doing. She says, how's your heart? And I thought it spoke to me because I thought, well, that's interesting. How's your heart? Not many people ask you that question. But I'm here to introduce something that's near and dear to my heart as the founder of Project Beacon. By way of introduction, I'm also a parent of an adult son with autism. In 2020, when COVID hit, my son had just recently aged out of the education system into the system of adult care. And I found out pretty quickly that there is no such thing as a system of adult care for individuals with autism. You see, Mason was born about the time when we started to see the rise in autism rates. He was born 4 years before the CDC actually started tracking the numbers in 8-year-old boys, and that's when we realized there was something going on. The numbers, by the way, have not stopped going down. It's 1 in 31 children are diagnosed as being on the autism spectrum. So we are now where we were 25 years ago when we were looking for early intervention therapies for our children. Now we're at that point, we're at that precipice of identifying and defining what is that level of care that is needed. So let me introduce you to our mission. Our mission is to build a community of belonging where adults with autism and other neurodiversities can play, learn, work, and live. That's the short version. We're committed to creating quality, sustainable solutions for the social, vocational, educational, and residential needs of adults with autism. We started this journey, like I said, almost 6 years ago, 5 years as an entity. And I'm proud to say that we opened the Beacon Access Center in Oak Ridge North in May of 2025. Yes. So we are one of the premier locations in the greater Houston area that are serving adults across the spectrum, from profoundly affected all the way to those who would be considered, and I don't like this term, by the way, because I don't like to talk about someone's support needs or their functioning levels, but high functioning adults with autism. Everyone needs a little helping hand. So that's what we're here for. We're located, like I said, 27316 Spectrum Way in Conroe, Texas. So we're just across the highway from the Woodlands, but a short jaunt down 99 to get to us. One of our programs is called our Pathways program. That's our full and part-time programs that happen at the Beacon Access Center every day. And it's focused on everything that you might expect, just daily life skills, living skills that you need. Emotional IQ and behavioral adaptability. By the way, I came from corporate. I used to do a lot of leadership coaching, facilitation, change management. I could tell you a lot of my clients back then that could have used some of what we do. But the heart of everything that we do is we believe that individuals were made for a purpose, on purpose. And so we want to help them find their purpose. And so vocational training is a big part of that. So we look for community-based partners that are going to give our students, our participants, opportunities to come out and learn new skills every day. Here's a couple of examples. We've got a group that goes out to Veggie Village, which is the interfaith gardens. The harvest off of these gardens go to feed the elderly that the interfaith serves. We're working at DBAT. We knocked on their door and we said, hey, I bet there's something we could do here, you know? Mm-hmm. And the guy said, no, not really. And we were like, who vacuums the turf? Who counts the balls and puts them in the bucket? Guess what? We can count. So we're there. We're leading group activities at a memory care facility just over in the Woodlands. And then that is my son on the far right, new skill unlocked. He is learning how to press linens for a catering company right now. I have tried to see if he would take that skill and put it to use for me, but he has not agreed yet. So we're gonna keep working on that.
Give Kelly a hand, please. She does a phenomenal job, and she's allowed me to speak with you today. I'm gonna take it from here, but communities and community of businesses, local businesses like you guys are very important to us to give our young adults opportunities to get out there and work on different skills that you probably wouldn't even think of. Just like you said, counting balls and ironing linens, just give us a chance is all we're asking. And that's why we're here today. I am the SMILES coordinator. It stands for Supporting Mastery Through Inclusive Leisure and Employment Skills. We work on different programs called Beacon Skill Sparks, Leisure Quest, Coaching, and Social Club. If you look at these individuals here, these are some of the students I work with. Again, we're not trying to talk about people's diagnosis, but like she said, 1 in 31 children have autism. What happens when they become adults? They still have autism, right? There's probably people in this room and you would never even know it unless they told you that have autism, because everybody doesn't disclose. So we just kind of want to break that stigma of what autism is and give our students a chance to be independent and get a true opportunity. So the Beacon Skill Sparks class is about building technology skills. As you see, they're working on computers here. They can do coding, graphic design, we've got podcasting, do digital marketing, working on entrepreneurship. And one reason why we really want to focus on entrepreneurship, because it's so hard to get a job for anybody, especially our students with autism, with all the different barriers out there, trying to beat the ATS application and just trying to get an interview, the really ridiculous interview questions that you get now, it's very difficult. So we're trying to teach entrepreneurship, because if you can't sit at somebody else's table, I believe, just build your own table. We also have Leisure Quest. This is an opportunity for our young adults to get together, work on different age-appropriate hobbies and recreation skills they probably wouldn't do on their own. If you have a kid, a teenager, or just a neurotypical person, they're probably sitting in front of the computer playing video games all day, and you want them to get out and try other things. We do a bunch of different things here. Again, we do some photography, we do some video editing, coding, anything you can think of we do. We do cooking. Cooking is probably the favorite amongst everybody, but we can do anything. We have people come in from the community. Hopefully some people here might want to participate and volunteer to teach different things, whatever your skill level is. And we also do coaching. Coaching is kind of at the heart of where I'm at. I believe that anybody can do anything. Everybody needs help. Just like Kelly said, everybody has a coach. Maybe it's a pastor, maybe it's your teacher, maybe it's a boss, a mentor. You can do anything you want to do if you put your mind to it. I don't care what your disability is. You can be anything you want. There's no glass ceiling. You can even be the president of the United States if you wanted to. Yeah. So we teach social skills, career readiness, dating, all those different things. You've probably seen Love on the Spectrum. Our individuals want to be like everybody else, and we're here to help do that. We have our social club event. Again, if you're here, come talk to us after if you can help us out. If you're at Axmania or Lumos or anything to help us get an opportunity to get our guys together after hours and just be connected, because nobody wants to be alone and be by themselves. Our Beacon Works program is something that's coming soon, and we're going to be doing a bunch of different things to help our individuals get job opportunities, because like I said, there's not a lot out there. All right, thank you guys.